Consider my servant Job. In verse 8 of the first chapter of Job, God tells Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job? There is no one on earth like him. He is blameless and upright, a man who fears God and shuns evil." I'm almost 58 years old, and I want to stay active. More than that, I want to be fit. Unfortunately, as I age, it is becoming harder and harder to do the same workouts that I did in the past. Workouts like basketball, CrossFit, and running have a tendency to make my body hurt more than I'm willing to tolerate. So I walk. Recently, I was in Las Vegas for the WSOP Senior Poker Tournament. Each morning, I would get up early, put my earbuds in, and would start walking and praying while listening to Christian music. My prayer was that while in Las Vegas, a place full of temptations and sin, my actions would glorify God. I was stopped at the crosswalk waiting to cross Tropicana Avenue when the verse, "Consider my servant Job," hit me. My wife Darlene and I have had trials, life-altering trials. We have experienced trials that are comparable to some of what Job went through. Job has always been an inspiration to us for how he handled these trials and how he lived his life for God. I'm not comparing my life to Job. Job was an amazing servant to God. Every morning he would get up and make a sacrifice and pray that his life would glorify God. He would then pray for each of his children and make a sacrifice to God for their life. He gave to those in need out of his abundance. He put God first in everything he did. God was so confident in his devotion to him, I can only imagine God chuckling as he said to Satan, "Consider my servant Job." God knew that Job would not betray him. While standing there, waiting to cross Tropicana Avenue, my prayer changed. I want more. I want a closer walk with God. I want to pray and study the Word of God more. I want to treat my family, neighbors, and strangers better. I have been blessed to have been a Christian since I was a young boy. I love God, and when I die, I'm sure I will go to heaven. But I want more. I want God to have so much confidence in me that God would say to Satan, "Consider my servant Dave."